These are my play ratings for Sheffield United 3, Ipswich 1. So the Blades put in a brilliant performance yesterday to beat Ipswich 3-1. As always, got my play ratings from the starting 11 and the subs. These are the players that started, these are the subs, let's just get straight into it. Starting off with Cooper, 8-9, what a performance. Now that is a Cooper we all know and love. An absolutely brilliant performance from him. He saved everything pretty much that came his way. Especially that double save just before he went on the counter-attack for the first goal. He commanded his area well. The third goal, of course, came from his long kick. And overall, an absolutely magnificent performance. For Sariki, I've gone for an 8, another solid performance. Wait, does he ever have a bad game, to be fair? He's always solid in that right-back position. He's always a constant threat. And that's exactly what he brought to the game yesterday. For McGuinness, I've gone for a 7. It was one of his best performances. He didn't have too much to do, but he dealt with it well when he had to. I was quite worried when I saw his name on the team sheet once again. He wasn't brilliant at Southampton, but I'd definitely say he proved a lot of people wrong today. For me, I've gone for a 6. Not a bad performance, a bit shaky. He was alright at the back, he wasn't too bad, but he had a couple of moments in the first half. There was a couple of dodgy back passes, but nothing major. It's just a good job the rest of the defence were there to bail him out. For McCallum, I've also gone for a 6 for the same reason. And I've got to say, for him, that performance today was a bit shaky. It wasn't awful, but there were some times where he gave the ball away a bit cheaply. But other than that, it was alright, so I think a 6 is fair. For Tom Davies, I've gone for a 9. Wow, what a performance. That's the sort of play you know you're getting with Tom Davies when he's fit. He absolutely dominated that midfield. He didn't make a loose pass at all. It just seemed to be everything good in that midfield coming through him. If he can stay fit for a while, he's a very handy asset. For Peck, I've gone for an 8. Very solid performance. He's slowly but surely getting back to his best that he was last season and start of this season. And them two are very solid in that midfield. They got involved with a few scuffles, which is things you absolutely love to see. For Brooks, I've gone for an 8. Once again, that right hand side being so dominant. Whenever Sariki or Brooks have the ball, it's just such a constant threat. Brooks had a great game and capped his performance off with a goal. And overall, he put their left hand side on 10 hooks. For Callum O'Hara, I've gone for a 9. What a performance again. I mean, at this point, that's just standard O'Hara. He's just that good every week. It's just the way he floats around and gets in them positions all the time. And of course, brilliant legs on him to get that counter attack finished off for 1-0. Once again, another outstanding performance. For Harmer, I've gone for an 8. That's why you have to start him. I said in my match preview, when he's on it, he's really on it, and that was today. He was just so crucial to how he attacked today. It was so brilliant. And we definitely need to find a way to keep Harmer and O'Hara in this team because they're just so dominant in that midfield. And I say that game from Harmer is definitely a standard performance from him. For Bamford, I've gone for a 6. Of course he scored, but he also got sent off. I thought he had a solid performance. It would have been a 7 or an 8 if he didn't get sent off. Led the line very well, finished off his chance perfectly, but the red card's a big factor. And it was 2 very avoidable yellows as well, which is more frustrating. But other than that, he played very well. Starting off with the subs, Arblasters got a 6. I thought he looked a lot better today, to be fair. He didn't really do too much as the game didn't need that. But he held his own in the midfield, to be fair. He was alright. And I think 6 is a good baseline when you come off the bench. For Cannon, I've gone for a 7. I thought he was brilliant when he came on. He would constantly get himself into good positions and lean that line well, of course, after Bamford got sent off. And he was quite a look on a couple of occasions. I think a 7 is fair. And finally, for Hoover, he's got a 6. He did exactly what he needed to do. He came on with about 5 minutes left, strengthened the defence, and that's exactly what happened. Obviously, coming off the bench in the late stages, it's not much you can do to affect the rating, but I think a 6 is fair.